me.
She's at the fridge again.
I'm at the fridge again.
She's at the fridge again.
Calling my name.
She's at the fridge again.
I'm at the fridge again.
She's at the fridge again.
I need a little help from you.
Please come get
I
her.
think I'm doing a little too much.
She doing too
I'm
much.
at the fridge again.
She's at the fridge again.
I'm at the fridge again.
She's at the fridge
Tell
again.
them again, y'all. Fridge.
She's at the fridge again.
I'm at the fridge again.
She's at the fridge
I think it's
again.
time for my snack,
She's at the
y'all.
fridge
But it's only been
again.
2 minutes since the last visit.
She's at the fridge again.
I'm gonna need your help.
Please come get
I
her.
need you right now.
She needs your
At the
help.
fridge again.
She's at the fridge
Lord,
again.
have mercy, the fridge again.
She's at the fridge
Wait a
again.
minute. What about the chicken?
Sit down.
Mashed potatoes.
Sit down.
Them collard greens.
Sit down.
How about them
Oh, go
bagels?
sit down.
Oh, some fruit.
Sit down.
Watermelon.
Sit down.
Ice cream.
Sit down.
Oh, what?
Oh, go sit down.
How about a pickle?
Sit down.
Popsicle.
Sit down.
Or a slice of cheese.
down.
Oh,
Oh, go
please.
sit down.
I need some juice.
Sit down.
Kool-Aid.
Sit down.
Minute Maid.
Sit down.
Gatorade.
Oh, go sit down.
I want to eat.
You don't need it.
I need to eat.
Y'all come on in, baby. Come on in. I wait for everybody to come on in. 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 Y'all keep on coming in. Keep on coming in. Come in. Y'all know when I go live. Y'all know I'm gonna go live. Keep on coming in. Keep coming in. Keep on coming in. Keep on coming in. Come on in. That's right. Keep on coming in. Y'all keep on coming in. Come on 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 in.
There's no budget here at the Boom Boom Room. See, we have no glam squad here. There's no hairstylist, no nail technician, no makeup artist, just you. This is a do-it-yourself type of gig over here, sweetie. So guess what? This will separate the little girl from the women. Now let's get to work.
Y'all keep on coming in. Come on 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 in. Y'all come on in, baby.
Javelle on mute.
Everybody on mute. Hey, y'all, welcome to Wednesday night. We are back. It's time for our point of view. It's time to get our judge. We back. We done went to pageants. Pageants done shut down.
Okay.
Pageants done got into it. Promoters done cuss folks out. People done got killed. People done went to jail. Trump is at Chick-fil-A.
People get milkshakes.
People get milkshakes and everything. But I want y'all to share the live. Let everybody know we live. And we need y'all to go on either the Our Point of View page or either one of our pages and share the live. But most importantly, please share the live because my page is down right now still. I will be out of Facebook jail tomorrow. I got one more day. My regular page is back up and working, but my Chevelle Queen page is working. How y'all doing? Welcome back to everything and social media world and all that. Neil, how you feeling?
I'm doing well. You know, I'm over here trying to multitask. I'm eating. I'm doing my work on my laptop, talking to y'all, drinking. I'm doing a lot of him.
Man, that's a lot. You doing all that?
He have a lot going on.
If there's not a lot going on, I don't want no pause to
it. We've been gone for a minute now. We're back with the jump off. Dominique, how you been these last 2 weeks?
I have been wonderful. I have been great. Sucking the trend off. Gave him the solar total eclipse experience. He didn't need no glasses, baby.
No,
it was a complete blackout.
Yeah. Oh Lord.
But I've been good.
Trent, how you been?
I've been good. I can't complain. I'm not gonna complain. Same old shit, work. I feel good tonight. I just
Okay.
whole blunt before I got on here.
Oh, lucky you.
Yeah. And I got my little Hennessy mixed with some shit. So I'm ready to talk about it. We've been, like you said, we've been gone for a minute. And we back with the jump.
And baby, I'm sober. I can't smoke tonight. I can't drink. I have a procedure tomorrow. So I can't do nothing. So I'm speaking of sober mind tonight. Yes.
Come at y'all like the Davenport came at Akasha. We coming tonight.
Listen.
Hey, Nikki. Diamond.
It's time to talk about it. I want y'all to share the live. Share the freaking live, okay? I had I went to Continental this past weekend, so I've been kind of busy myself and in and out cities and states and all that kind of stuff like that. But child, I get to stay at home for 2 weeks and work in town, so I'm kind of glad about that. I'm really glad about that. I get to stay at home. It's time for hot topics, though. It's time for hot topics. Listen, now, congratulations to Dawn Staley. She made history as she's the first Black to win 3 NCAA titles, male or female, and I heard that CNN had put up the wrong picture though, because what's the other girl named Caitlin from the other isn't her name Caitlin? The white girl
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark. Not Jim.
You thought they put up Caitlyn Jenner?
They put up the team that Caitlin was on, and that South Carolina had won, but they used the other picture of the other team. And so CNN have been getting a lot of backlash about that. And that team is a white team, and South Carolina is a Black girls team.
I think ever since last year, when Iowa and LSU played in the championship game, it almost became like a black-white thing because Iowa definitely mainly white team, but even after that last year, y'all remember when Jill Biden caught a lot of flack because she tried to invite the losing team to the White House.
Yeah.
So people have they love Caitlin Clark and she done broke all these records. Only thing she doesn't have is a ring, a championship. So,
but this was her last game, right?
Yeah, she gonna go to the WNBA and make money and get all these endorsements and do all these great things, but they really was trying to get her a championship to be the icing on the cake.
Well, too bad, honey.
She should transfer schools.
She should have went to South Carolina. Who beat them last year?
LSU.
Oh,
Angel Reese. Angel Reese did this, and they tried to make it all to be a big thing.
Hey,
So that's why when LSU, actually this year, I watched the NCAA tournament, and the girls were way more exciting than the boys this year. I mean, the girls were on fire. So
well, congratulations to
shout
that.
out to women's basketball.
Because that's really truly an amazing feat, honey. She gave all praises to God. She almost went into she almost went into a shout mode, honey, but she had let the tears flow, and it was amazing to watch. It was, yeah, honey. She had more to speak in tongues and everything, baby. She couldn't believe it herself. But speaking of Jill Biden,
because going back to that for people that don't watch basketball. Iowa beat them last year in the Final Four to make it to the championship game. So, it was a whole bunch of stuff wrapped up in there.
It gets real.
Because Dawn had her team had an undefeated record last year, and Iowa stopped them. So it was just amazing for her to do her thing. I would love to be her girlfriend though, because I wonder what type of girlfriend.
Enough.
Girl, Enrique.
Enough. You already got a good shit. Enough.
Oh Lord.
Like her Judy, right?
You said what?
You want to be like her Judy, right? Like
no, I mean I want to be her Judy, but I want to know what type of boss she like to lick.
Oh my God, Neil.
Well, how do you know she's even a lesbian?
Child,
Everybody that dribble balls don't want no balls.
Okay, I know.
Oh,
because she teaches basketball team, she a lesbian.
No, I just feel like
what you think she in the rest of the top?
Oh wait, that was a freshman team that played.
Well, her starting five last year all graduated, so she had a whole new starting five and went undefeated again. And a couple of them were freshmen. Amazing.
Which is a testament to her ability as a coach.
And she was saying that they didn't have all the best practices and all that kind of stuff like that. She was just going in there doing her coaching ability as she always do, and it just happened to work.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever she do, it works. So I'm really happy for her, and even like more excited to know that these were freshmen playing.
Baby, listen.
She has this quote that she used to say, and I have it in my office, but I can't think of it word for word. But I said to my students all the time, like you have big league dreams with backyard work ethics. And she said, your parents applaud that. Like you want these big dreams, but you don't want to practice, you don't want to work for it, you don't want to do all the stuff that it takes to get to this level. You just want to be at that level. So I like her a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. I found when I went to Phoenix in January and visited my cousin for her birthday. She had a lot of her exes at her birthday party, and one of her exes is the coach for the female basketball team in Phoenix. She's the head coach over there, and she's pretty. I was like, all right, cousin, you know how to pick them, honey. And speaking of Jill Biden and the White House, a lot of people was upset at President Biden because of Transvisibility Day landed on Easter this year. And so the Republicans was all in a range. Everybody was all in a range, honey. Everybody was upset that on the day of Easter. Well, how they gonna be mad when Transvisibility Day is March 31st? He made it March 31st. Easter changes every year. It could be in March. It could be in April.
Well, next year, April, Easter on 4/20 next year.
Yeah, so who gonna be mad next year?
What's when next year?
Easter on 4/20 next year.
A whole 3 weeks after.
Is y'all gonna smoke Easter egg grass?
Okay.
Ooh.
Easter basket grass.
That's even Tyrese had made a comment about Biden making Transgender Day of Visibility on Easter. You're not the smartest either. Your stupid self. That's why you going through stuff you going through now with your
Yeah, fuck Tyrese. Anybody got enough for Tyrese? Any motherfucker put a baby
Oh,
in
I
his
would love
backyard.
to. I would love to.
Fuck him?
would, but he
No.
said, President Joe, I really, really hate to put this post, sir. This is a reach. I swear, man, y'all are just really, really, really taking things too far. Whoever you met with in your boardroom and signed off on this failed political chess move really, really need to be fired. I am always uber sensitive about people walking and living in their in what? In third truth. You should have proofread that. In their truth, so there's no problem here. If you are happy with your gender and want to switch it up based on who you identify with, that's your life. Do what makes you happy. I see this and speak for every Christian and believer around the world. The Lord Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior, and He is the reigning Alpha and the Omega, Jesus Christ. Pick up your Bible, Mr. President. Jesus don't do politics. Jesus is not a Democrat or Republican. Jesus is not to be used for political agendas or gains. And if you haven't noticed, there's actually aren't enough transgenders on this earth right now that could get you reelected. Laugh out loud. This is a reach. I never ever judge any man, woman. Do what you want with your life and your lifestyle. Probably you can suck a hoe's ass.
But you know, with Tyrese, they're angry. He's a part of the Butch Queens. They're mad about this being on Trans Visibility Day being on Easter because Easter is really known for bunny. This is a bunny day.
It's a bunny birthday.
He's a bunny. And he's mad that Trans Visibility Day overshadowed his day. So I understand his feelings and how it may have gotten hurt.
Child, Tyrese is a fool. Tyrese is a fool. And anybody that had a problem with that is crazy. Child, it changes every single year.
Every year.
Every single year.
So what day did Christ get up?
Thank you.
And see, this is my problem with people in life. Y'all can love Jesus Christ and they describe him in the Bible one way and put him up and look like Brad Pitt all throughout the churches with long hair with blue eyes, right? White man. Y'all ain't never seen Jesus, don't know Jesus. All you know is to want to be like Jesus, someone you never seen and never met. But the people that's in this world just want to live their life and be okay. Y'all got so much hate for them and don't even know what's going on and what people are going through just to live their life, to be comfortable in their own skin, to not go kill themselves or feel in different ways and society not accepting them. Fuck Tyrese. We gonna get Tyrese a motherfucking what?
Dominic, how you feel about that?
It just goes to show you how uninformed and how really uneducated a lot of people are.
Mm-hmm.
And how people are so easy to want to jump on any bandwagon. Because a lot of these people, they know that Easter is on different days of the year.
Wait, not to cut you off, Dominique.
Mm-hmm.
Why they not mad at the Cadbury Bunny for laying eggs when he don't lay eggs?
I feel you.
Same motherfucker who gonna buy the marshmallow peeps when they go on sale.
Girl.
Yeah.
But you know, people want to just be upset about something, and a lot of them know there's no credibility to what's being said, but it just gives them something to be an asshole about.
Yeah.
A lot of these people know that there's no validity to it, but it's just another chance to to dog somebody or make a big deal out of something.
Mm-hmm.
So, child,
but
that's just how I feel about it.
But you say that you hate to make this post. Well, why make it then?
Why make it? Fuck
Why
you in your fair relationship.
You all for people living in their truth and all that. Well, why make the post? Why even care?
Because people want attention. I say the same thing about people daily when I say they see their Facebook post. I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you make that post? But you want attention.
Want attention, and they know.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you, he knows who's gonna pay attention to him. The black folks.
Yeah.
The black folks, they not gonna try to read up on nothing. They just gonna jump in, and it's gonna be a reason for them to be in the comments saying, "Yeah, this is effed up, and this, and this, and this." But and you such a believer, and you're this and you're that, but yet you had about 10 babies out of wedlock, and ain't nobody said shit to you.
Yeah.
And you were sitting up there with your unmarried self singing in the church choir, and the pastor ain't mentioned you not one time.
And not only that, he's been to a Diddy party.
Definitely been to a Diddy party.
He's been to a fucking Diddy party. Nigga, stop
over there right now. Shout out to Tom McClain. He probably over there right now. As a matter of fact.
I mean, what? Never mind, because that's going somewhere else.
Ain't like that motherfucker since he got on that bus with that Coca-Cola.
Damn, you ain't like him from
what? No, I thought that was kind of. I like that though.
Fuck him and the real thing.
You ain't like him from the gate.
Because he was lying. He wasn't the real thing. A thing.
It's still working. I guess he's still working on that Teddy Pendergrass biopic.
Who worked? Is he supposed to play Teddy Pendergrass?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he ought to be happy that Trans Visibility Day is on there, because in one of those scenes, he gonna have to be getting his dick sucked by a trans woman so that he can run into the same motherfucking tree that Teddy ran into.
Hmm.
He sure did. I forgot about that.
You so quick to play that, and I hope they get a real trans girl to play that, and not no woman feigning to be trans.
Yeah, give us our roles.
That's right.
Give us our pieces.
To hug a tree.
But we've been talking about making it for a while, and they haven't started filming. They ain't even started casting.
They still turning off the lights.
Still turning them off. In Atlanta, Trump has stopped by Chick-fil-A and brought everybody milkshakes. Well, bought 30 milkshakes. He didn't buy everybody milkshakes. He bought 30 milkshakes.
30.
And look how the ladies are sitting up there. Y'all sitting up there all happy and stuff. Y'all excited. Especially Stupid right there in the black and white hat. And y'all sitting around. And this is a video from him going to the Chick-fil-A. Where is it?
This is stolen. This is Morehouse. This is Morris Brown and all that. So I don't care what the media tells you. Mr. Trump. We support you. We support you, man. Okay, 4 p.m. We've been 4 p.m.
Come here, let me give you a hug. That's really nice. No, we did. We took care of the black colleges, universities are taken care of now. And she understands it. A lot of people don't understand. Biden did nothing for them, and I did. I did everything. I did everything.
Tell them how y'all been suffering, y'all.
There's no alibi. I'm from Dominant one too. She's fundraising.
Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. We're going to get rid of Biden. Bye-bye, Sleepy. He is the worst president in the history of the United States, and he's horrible to the black community. Whether you like it or not, he treats the black community bad. And check out his record in the 1990s. Check out his record in the 1990s.
You're economically what's for us.
Well, opportunities.
Opportunity-wise,
best job numbers ever.
The First Step Act. Let's talk about it.
And again, the colleges and universities. Yeah. I just get the whole thing now.
Yeah. I got you.
Thank you. Take care. Honey, can I get one picture with you?
From Dominant one too.
And the thing about it is that you almost have to wonder if this was not pre-set up, and he found some people that wanted to be a part of it, and they were placed there to do that.
I believe it.
You just can't make me. It was all performative. It was all performative.
I agree.
And those were people. And it's no telling what they said. We're gonna give you this if you do this. Come in here and do this. And she probably like, well, shit, I ain't got nothing to lose. Yeah, I'll go get up there and say it. Because she probably don't even go to Spelman. Probably didn't even get her GED. And it's just so it's just really crazy. It's crazy what we will do.
I'll tell, like, when people say don't do a lot of things for Black communities, I've known people, and I have people in my family who have been standing in the projects since I was born. It didn't matter if the president was Republican or Democrat. They had still over there in those same projects doing whatever they was doing. So that argument, like, part of me be like, okay, what you gonna do for the Black community? Nothing. Or you ain't gonna do that much shit. You're gonna look out for your rich, wealthy people. Because the thing with Trump is he's been president, so you can go and look at his track record. What did you do for the Black community? Since
what?
What did you do? Because Biden, regardless of what people think, and he's not the most polarizing person, but the whole student loan forgiveness thing, that opened the doors for so many people to purchase homes, to build a credit up. It's like it's so many things that allow people to do who had hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt, or just even $60,000-$70,000. So,
but what do they know? I mean, let's just tell the truth and just really let's just really spell it out. What do we know? They know, his organizers and his campaign organizers, they know that a lot of us are not going to go read up on the facts and see if anything that he's saying is true.
That's right.
They're going to, they know, because what is the old adage? It says, if you don't want Black people to know something, put it in a book.
Put it in the book.
Isn't that what they say? They know that they know that a lot of people are not going to go investigate to see if the things that he was saying is really true. They're just going to believe it, and they're just going to run with it. We just have to be very, very careful and cautious with the things that we're saying, because there are some people who are just going to believe it just because they heard another Black person say it.
Right. The thing with Trump is that he has tapped into a market of people who you speak to them in the simplest terms. You say the smallest thing. You say words like, great, I'm going to do a great job. Best. I'm going to give you the best lifestyle you ever had. Those type of people have tapped into Trump. And it's fascinating to me that people who make $7,000 a year has somehow thought that their savior is this man who is a multimillionaire, who stays in penthouses, who have homes that the size of a whole trailer park, but they tapped in and say, this is the man for me. Like, I don't know what type of marketing
and what's bad,
but it's just happening to those people. And those people are ride or die. They are not swaying at all.
Yeah.
She goes, tell him how we've been suffering. Tell him how we've been really.
Yeah.
You telling Trump how you've been suffering.
Like he could even relate to anything that you ever will go through.
Yeah.
But for a lot of them, go ahead.
You supposed to be giving this money to. I'm like, bitch, I'm still owe my $1 million. How the fuck this bitch buying milkshakes for people? He owe me money.
Nigga, listen.
You supposed to aren't you supposed to pay this money back?
Hey, Andre, listen to me.
Hey, Andre.
This nigga rolled up at Chick-fil-A. And listen, milkshakes are approximately $4.65. 30 of them came up to $130.50. A billionaire comes in there and spend a couple dollars on Black people, and they get so happy. I don't know why we always feel like we need a fucking savior. We really have everything we need inside of us to be a strong ass community. But we definitely got to vote and not let the whole on to that shit. And like you said, Dominique, we're not gonna read up on things. We just go by what we hear. Clickbait. He can sit there and say Biden was the worst president ever. No, you've proven to be the worst president ever.
Sleepy Joe. People gonna run with Sleepy Joe.
You understand? But he has manipulated people. Like, he's the type of guy who really gets to people. Like, he'll say, I'm the best president in the world, or I had the most people ever show up for me. It was better job rates when it came. Nigga, you came in after Obama had started fixing this shit. You inherited those numbers that was coming along. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then he'll take credit for them, and here go people running with that dumb shit. I mean, we got to get our ass out here and vote with these goddamn polls. Trump cannot win this shit.
He can't, and so we gotta do our due diligence, y'all. We gotta get out there and vote. Hey, DeJuan, shout out to you, Jim.
I'm always a proponent of small and local elections matter. And it really matters because those individuals who just vote every 4 years for president's elections, the president to me is almost a figurehead, but it's those people those congressmen, those senators, you got to vote for those. Those people are the ones that really hold the power. The president only holds the power when his party controls those other branches.
Correct. Correct.
That's why I'm like, if Trump, let's say Trump wins, Trump cannot win and the Republicans win the Senate too, because then that's hell have broken loose. So the Democrats have to they have to hold the Senate. They have to hold the Senate.
We got to get out there and vote, y'all. We have to get out there and vote. I did an HRC event this Saturday, and I got to meet one of the candidates that's running for office here. Her name is Laura Ashley Simmons. She reminds me so much of Yandy. But I hear her commercial every time I get on the get in my car. Every time I get in the car, her commercial comes on. And so I got to meet her on Saturday. And it's good to meet people and hear what they do and their plans are, and you get to actually meet that candidate and see what they are as a person, and have a one-on-one conversation. It's totally different. But like someone just said in the comments, we do have African American Trump lovers, so she could be, a Trump lover, but I don't think she is.
Most African American Trump lovers are people that his policies could benefit.
Yeah, and
you don't find too many poor Black people that are like, "Ooh, Trump, I just love you, I just love you." Except for the ones that Neil was talking about at his school, they said that they wanted to vote for Trump because they got them stimulus checks, but stimulus checks that he didn't even want them to have in the first place.
Hello.
Until them people told him, "Hey, you put your name on them, the people gonna think that you really did something for them." So he got on board, because at first he wasn't even a supporter of the people getting those stimulus checks.
Well, I think it was them two Black girls too, Tanisha and Rhonda, that was dipping on the under with Look In, right?
But you also got to know that, okay, what issues are important to you is not necessarily maybe important to another Black person. For example, a Black person who is a heterosexual in the South and married, they don't care about liberal issues. They don't care about gay rights. They don't care about abortion, because they believe all those things are wrong. So if Trump is saying, "I'm against abortion, I'm against this," there are plenty of Black people that are against those things as well.
But then you have to think about the other side of it, is that what about his other policies that go against you? Right.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's no candidate that you're going to align with all their policies
all the way.
Correct. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Those big ticket issues, when you just screaming out abortion, I'm against abortion. There are people that are against that. If you're screaming out gay rights and all that kind of stuff, there are people that are against those.
That's the first thing they hear is like what you're saying, like the gay rights and abortion, and that's what they're paying attention to.
Right.
They're not paying attention to all the other stuff that he is doing that's not in their favor. So make sure you look at everything across the board when you do go and vote for your candidate. Do y'all remember when we talked about a couple of weeks ago? We talked about Halle Berry going to the doctor and being misdiagnosed. And so the other day, I came across another lady here in Texas, in College Station, and she was went to the hospital, and she was undergoing chemotherapy, and she was misdiagnosed, and she had been given chemotherapy, and the doctors, and she had to go through a routine checkup after during her hospital stay. So she went to the hospital for a CT scan. That's what it was. And at the end of 2022, after having stomach symptoms she assumed were a kidney stone, she's only 39 years old. She was informed that she had fatal cancer and at a checkup following a spleen surgery, and was given optimistic to only live 15 months. After her consultation, the test revealed she had 2 kidney stones as well as a mass on her spleen, which was removed in January of last year. She claimed the organ was transported to 3 separate pathology labs before being evaluated at a 4th lab where it was found to be positive for an aggressive form of blood vessel cancer. Monk was admitted to the hospital right away in March 2023 to begin her first round of chemotherapy. She received another round of very harsh chemotherapy after losing all of her hair, resulting in silvery skin and vomiting. But at a routine hospital appointment in April, she alleges she was told that she never had cancer. And the first pathology result was incorrect. She alleges that once her organ was examined, the hospital's test came back clear, indicating that she had never had cancer, but the hospital did not review their findings until April at her last appointment, which she claims was a month later. Unfortunately, Lisa never had cancer and is now struggling with consequences. The doctor even congratulated her like she actually beat it. That's sad. And so y'all done took this woman to chemotherapy, shaking up all her insides and all that kind of stuff like that with that chemo and radiation and all that kind of stuff. And that woman never, ever, ever needed that.
And I'm sure she cannot answer all of the attorney calls that she is getting for a lawyer that wants to represent her and sue the shit out of everybody involved, because the companies that did the tests, you're being sued. The doctors that diagnosed her, you're going to be sued. The doctors that did the treatments, you're going to be sued. That woman will never have to work another day in her life, and neither will any of her children or whoever she's supporting. They will not have to work because she will own those people.
They're going to give her own wing.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Because that was crazy. Like, y'all literally sent this woman through chemotherapy.
And then just the gall for him to even say, congratulations.
Yeah.
And I never had it in the first place.
Congratulations.
Is what he said. And you know, but it makes you want, but it also makes you wonder though, you know, in this particular instance, did they get her specimen mixed up with somebody else's and then ended up, it was mislabeled? Not that I'm excusing it. I'm just saying, because if you're trained to do this stuff, and I know that things happen, things are faulty, but for you to make that big of a mistake,
multiple people to make that
correct, they must have had somebody else's. I'm just going to think, please tell me somebody was just not that dumb that you did this.
Something. Then what about the person that have the cancer? So they still sick.
No, they died a few months ago.
Cause they couldn't get no help. And the cancer spread.
Which I'm just assuming. I'm just trying to give somebody that they weren't that ignorant the benefit of that.
I think his ignorance precedes him, because let me tell you, after her going through all that, he goes on there to congratulate her instead of apologizing to her.
Baby, listen.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
Congratulate me, and I never had the shit.
Correct.
You done burnt me from the inside and out with chemo. Everybody knows chemo ain't kind to people.
Her skin, all of that.
Her body won't even operate the same anymore. Even if she become a billionaire, she'll still never have her good health again.
Correct.
Maybe. You know what I'm saying? Because of the things she had to endure while going through chemo for a disease that she didn't even have.
You know, and not to mention the effect that it had on her body. And it wasn't really fighting anything. It was attacking her good stuff. That was you. Do you know what I mean? So it probably had even more of an adverse effect on her because it wasn't even going in there to fight anything.
Yes.
People be attacking my good stuff too.
And she alleges that once her organ was examined, the hospital test came back clear, indicating that she had never had cancer. Where is it? The one about this. At our consultation, the test revealed she had 2 kidney stones as well as a mass on her spleen, which was removed in January of last year. She claims the organs was transported to 3 separate pathology labs. 3. And in the 4th lab where it was found to be positive for an aggressive form of blood vessel cancer. So
I mean, this went through 3 labs.
3 labs. And
so that was a third opinion.
And then it went to 4. Because she said the organ was transported to 3 separate labs before being evaluated at a 4th lab where it was found to be positive.
So the first 3 did not diagnose her. It was the last one that did it.
What did
it
all
seems.
4 of them do?
If these 3 said no.
Well, these 3, the first 3 probably was inconclusive.
Okay. That is a chance.
Poor woman.
Lord,
It's her the best. I know she gonna get paid.
I wish her the best bank account she can ever have in her life.
Oh my God. We talked about comedian Gerard Carmichael a while back, and I forgot what he did, but he's in the news again for his comedy, and he likes to race play with his white boyfriend. So y'all all in the range about it because he made a joke about it, and this was the joke.
I sometimes joke to him that like our relationship is like that of like a slave and the master's son who like teaches me how to read by candlelight. Yeah, he groans too because he's a good person. He doesn't like that fucking joke. I like that joke. That's my burden. I think that shit's
the things that people will say because they think it's going to make them money or further their career. Of all the jokes he could have come up with, and that's the one that you wanted to tell.
That is like the dumbest thing. And give me y'all role play, and you let him put the what is called what the thing called?
The news.
The news.
Then y'all do all of that.
Well, I would think he said his boyfriend don't like it though. It's his own fetish or whatever it is that he have with this individual. I don't know. And he came out. Do you remember he came out against what's the comedian Dave Chappelle?
Mm-hmm.
He came out to Dave Chappelle for being anti-trans and told him almost to the fact that this is going to ruin his legacy because people will only know him for being anti-trans, and he came out against him. But in the same breath, we come to have y'all watched the documentary at all?
Of this guy?
Of Gerard Carmichael.
No, I've no.
This is new on HBO Max. This is his reality / docu-series, and you go out to Dave Chappelle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you come back with a joke about your white boyfriend role playing as your slave master or the son of the slave master.
Mm-hmm.
I think that he do a lot of dark comedy. I don't know if y'all ever listen to him or see any of his shows and stuff. He do a lot of dark comedy where he laugh at shit that even like he hosted a show. I don't know if it's the Emmys or something, that it was in the same hotel that Whitney died. He said, "Oh, we're in the hotel that killed Whitney." He kind of like just say the first thing that comes to his mind, no matter how offensive it is. And I think that's his style of comedy, although it's stupid as fuck. But that's his style of comedy. He's like very dark, and he like mostly others. He don't like black people. He don't date black people. And he was trying.
Was he married?
I don't know if he was married, but then he wanted to forge a relationship with his best friend Tyler, the Creator, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And in that first episode, it was so awkward because his friend wasn't even trying, like, I don't want to beat you like that. Like, we ain't even got to talk about that, But then you see how he act in the other episode with this slave joke. And then he's showing himself like cheating on his boyfriend with multiple guys in and out of his door. Like, it's a very weird dynamic. I don't know why he wanted to put this type of show.
Like his show, I can see why it had to be on HBO because some of the shit they be doing on there.
Yeah, he was sucking toes on it. He had this man almost his whole foot in his mouth.
Oh.
So who is mostly his target audience?
I think white people.
That's probably why he thought it would be funny.
But his show, I used to watch his show. I watched every season when David Allen Greer and Loretta Devine was his mom and daddy on the show.
Yeah,
that's where Tiffany Haddish got introduced on
his
show. His show was funny as hell to me.
It was. That's why I was like, "Wow, I know this."
He walked away from this show to do other things. He could have did more seasons of this show. But I don't know. I guess he's a weird cat, though. You can tell how he vibe. He kind of, know.
His comedic influences: Bill Cosby, Richard Pryor, Sinbad, and George Carlin.
I don't know one he's sucking toes.
Yeah. No wonder he got the style that he had. I just think it's weird, and as a black man, and you don't know.
But they reward stuff like that, though. I think he's won an Emmy and everything, so they reward shit like that. We ain't got to like it. They gonna see us kind of.
He's so cute to me, like in a really weird way. I saw him in his I guess a comedy show before, and his jokes is very dry humor.
Yeah,
it's like a story he's telling. He's gonna laugh at it, but I don't know. I kind of like dry humor, so I enjoyed most of his show. It got kind of boring because he does talk slow and it's a while, but it was okay.
And it's a very, I don't know. It's a very, white type of comedy too. Is that very, we just really having an intimate conversation of things I find funny. Not really like punchlines and jokes.
I would watch his show. I wouldn't dare go to his
no, because his comedy show is like him just telling about. He was just talking about yesterday and how his day went and blah blah blah. Just talking about
it's a casual conversation.
Yeah,
I don't like it, Joe.
Right.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
On to the next, and child, he should be counseling. Y'all in the counseling business. This is giving the true meaning to love you to death.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna play this video. I think I got the video, but it's a young man, a couple. Well, they were a couple in Jackson, Mississippi, and this man was Carlos Collins was brutally murdered, allegedly by his ex-boyfriend because he didn't want to be with him, and he used guns, everything. I just like I'm not clear to like do you kill somebody like that you say you love? And he had multiple restraining orders on the man. And the guy, Marcus Johnson, I think is his name, is an ex-police officer. That's another sad thing. You are an ex-police officer. But he was captured. They had a chase. They chased him, I think, up into Louisiana. But this is a clip from the news.
Big news right now. We have confirmed with Jackson Police Chief Joseph Wade that a chase is underway as we speak with murder suspect Marcus Johnson. Johnson, who is a former JPD officer, is wanted for the murder of 25-year-old Carlos Collins. The Jackson nurse was killed in his apartment yesterday at the Tapestry Apartments on Parkway Drive. Johnson's considered armed and dangerous. Right now, MHP and Warren County law enforcement are chasing that car Johnson was last seen in, and they have crossed into Louisiana. We'll have the very latest here on air and at WLBT.com.
So, like a lot of people from Jackson, BJ, Taylor, all of them have made posts. I think they know the young man was like beginning to live his life. He was a nurse like his mom. His mom was a nurse. It's really sad. And BJ was saying how you shot him 7 times, hit him with the axe over 30 times, and stabbed him over 22 times, stole keys and went and made a copy, and had on the car to stalk him and track him, and he never even knew. He didn't deserve this. And he goes on to say other things. And even one young lady was saying in the news clip that the guy even put like a ring, the ring
on the court. Oh, the Ring camera.
A Ring camera on the apartment across the way, the empty apartment, so he can watch the boy's apartment.
Mm-hmm.
That is just like stalker at its finest. Like,
And that's why, you know, people, you've got to be really careful when you are aligning yourself with people. You cannot get with people just because of what they look like, or just because you never really know anybody, right? But that's just crazy. And I don't think I would ever want anybody to love me to that level. That if we cannot be together, you would just rather see me dead without anybody, or you just, you know, you just don't. That is just absolutely demonic. It really is.
I'm really surprised that the guy was even caught alive, because to me, if you go through that type of madness to do that to somebody else, it's no way out. I would have thought that he was gonna kill himself, because what end goal do you see for yourself? Like, but it's so cowardly to me for you to do all of that to somebody else, and you think you're just gonna run away.
And but there's somebody posted yesterday. He was like, I dodged a bullet.
Yeah,
because I guess that maybe he had expressed interest, but somebody was saying that he worked at some club and he displayed really bad anger issues there.
Yeah.
So, honey,
and he was placing air tags in this guy's car as well.
Is way past anger issues.
Yeah, you really got to pay attention to people when they say who they are. They will show you. This is the main reason how I feel about guys and just love, period. I don't want nobody to love me that deep unless they love themselves as deeper than they love me. When you get too involved like that, that's psychotic. That's not even love. You have past love at this point, you know, and they weren't even together. And then you can say you once loved this man, but you can go kick his door in, stab him, shoot him, and cut him with an axe. What kind of fucking love is that?
That's like the
you deserve to be loved like that.
The child we talked about that who Neil knew that killed his boyfriend. What
are you getting from that? Because we lose two people. And I'm glad he didn't kill himself, Neil, because I need him to suffer. I need him to understand the ramifications of his actions. He would have been too coward to kill himself. That would have been such a coward move.
But what was he running to?
Emotions.
No, he's not strong enough to kill himself. Somebody else.
He need to go through this, because you got to be careful with people, y'all. That your mind shit. Some people really feel that in their heart. And black men, fix your goddamn trauma. Fix your fucking trauma. Stop going into these relationships when you know you had a fucked up childhood that you haven't dealt with, that you got daddy issues, that you got mommy issues, that you don't know how to be by yourself, that you always need somebody, that you need someone to complete you. Get some fucking help. Fix that shit. Because once you love yourself and you find everything you need in yourself, you don't need that from nobody else. Anybody else will just enhance what you got. But you can't love people so deep that now you want to kill them.
Just like they don't have no family.
This shit reads like I watch a lot of Forensic Files. I watch a lot of Snapped and all this stuff. It reads like one of those stories. This is so unreal to have this so close to the community, because my God, I don't even know.
But let's kind of take it backwards, because I'm right in line with what you're saying. Let's take it backwards. Parents have got to treat their young boys differently, though. in order for them to feel that for themselves. Because when young boys are growing up, what they fall and hurt themselves, what's the first thing they yank them up by their arm and say, get up, you a boy. You ain't supposed to be crying and all that kind of stuff. So they become emotionally immature and they don't know what love is. They don't know how to love themselves because they're taught you have to be this tough, closed off individual. And so that damages them for the rest of their lives. So they really don't ever really grow as a person.
Going on because these women are raising these men a lot of these young boys by themselves. Yeah. So women act mostly off of emotions. So that's what they know how to do. In our Black community, masculinity takes precedence over everything. You can't be feminine, you can't be gay, or you're an outcast to the Black community. So they end up raising them like that because that's what they saw. But as you get older and you know that something hurts you, you know that something don't feel good to you when people leave you or whatever, then it's your job to go heal that, to at least go get the tools to deal with it. Because there's a lot of traumatized Black men out here. My son is one of them. My son is traumatized by his mother. And her attention, and she wouldn't give it to him if it came with $1 million.
And that's true. But if you yourself, as you're not mature emotionally, you're not going to be able to identify that. You're not going to know that there's something wrong with you. So either you have to be surrounded by other people that can help you identify that, or you just have some type of revelation to where you be like, something's not right. Because when you're damaged and you've lived in that damage, that's normal to you.
Yeah, it's normal.
That's your norm. So until somebody cares about you enough to say, hey, something's wrong, something is not okay.
Then they don't sometimes they don't.
It may trigger you to realize that's what it is. But if you are damaged from the beginning, that damage is your normal. To you, you're normal, and the other people around you are dysfunctional. They're weak. Yeah. Oh, look at you, all this lovey. I love you this, I love you that. You a weak ass nigga. That's what those type of people say.
And you know what the thing is too in this community, we go into these relationships pretty fast. I mean, it's dating within a month. Some people are moved in together without even realizing who the person is that they're dealing with. And so we move so fast because here's the thing. We need somebody to tell us they love us. We need somebody to make us feel like we're important. We need to feel like we belong, that we have a space in somebody's heart. And now that's mine. You're mine. You can't never fucking go. You're mine. Everybody got to go sooner or later. You're going to lose some people voluntary, involuntary. What you got to do is these motherfuckers, I can't say it enough. Counseling needs to be a part of the Black community's daily talk. Because there's so many things that's transpired throughout life that keep us bound, and we can't move far from it because that's the way we were taught. Now, as you get older, you may come in contact with people that'll teach you differently, but everybody don't have that opportunity. They are around other people that's bred the same way. So to your point, Dominique, yes, it becomes a normalcy to them. But we got to fix this shit some type of way. We got to get some motherfucking mental health going on around here.
Yeah, you got that right.
I can't even imagine how this family must feel, how his friends that was close to him must feel.
Yes.
This is devastating.
And this is a young man.
This is 25,
very young man.
and this other guy is 33. This young boy just trying to figure out what life is going to go for him.
Right.
That's a big life ahead of him.
5 years old.
And then you play God and take his life. You didn't.
And you know what? Sorry.
How the fuck you gonna take his life?
And you know what's so funny? All this money that these churches collect from their congregation, y'all need to hire some counselors to be up in that church.
That's no,
because I know that people reveal stuff to y'all. Y'all should do that up there in the church house.
If them churches heal the people, they can no longer put a mask over their face if they heal them. They like to keep the people broken so they can come every Sunday and pay money every Sunday. Church is a game. Not all of them, but a lot of them. They don't want them fully healed.
Yeah.
Them,
pay your tithes and keep moving.
I don't trust them all.
Get close with God. Get a relationship with God. Get a relationship with a therapist. It's self-care.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago, we talked about
Rest in peace to that baby.
Flame Monroe and Angelica Ross had a little back and forth spat that they were going through. So Angelica Ross went live the other day. I don't know if she went live or if she just had I don't know what it was, but she made a video the other day in reference to what was talked about between her and Flame, and this is the video.
I was paying $10,000 a month in rent for the house that I was renting. So anybody that knows me knows that when I have opportunities, I not only take and make the most out of my opportunities, but I also try to create opportunities for other people. They sold me a story that they went to school for television production. Look, I knew from the beginning that it was probably a community college program, but I wasn't like looking down on that. I was like, listen, if she went and did the work, then I'm going to try to provide her with an opportunity. And it wasn't like I was starting her at the top. I was starting her at a production assistant level. So she had other people to report to that were working with me. Twiggy was one of the people that was working with me. Twiggy was like, she went to school for television production. It's given certificate. I did everything to give her the resources to kind of build her skills. Access to LinkedIn Learning tutorial videos for free because apparently she didn't know how to use Google Drive so that was a whole thing. What she sold to me as what she could do, she really couldn't do. And now I'm sitting here trying to figure out how to keep her on staff and keep her paid. I'm sitting here paying y'all salary. You, Miss Thing, is also getting full health benefits and room and board to be a production assistant. I was trying to have them help me put up lights and do microphones and do all this stuff. And they just didn't. I was like, okay. How about you help, like maybe do the grocery shopping and, maybe be the house manager. But when I said house manager, she thought I meant people manager and started like telling everybody else what to do when she didn't even really know what she was doing. I mean.
So that was like, I guess, her side of the story. The person she's speaking of, which everybody know who it is, and is Paris, friend.
Shout out to Paris.
And shout out to Paris, friend to the show. I actually was one of the people that talked to Paris, was talking to Paris during the time when she actually lived at the house at Angelica's house. And all the time that anytime that I've talked to Paris when she lived there, Angelica wasn't there. She wasn't there, and it was just Paris and I think someone else. I really can't remember who the guy was, but there was nothing for them to do. Like, I'm like asking her like, what is y'all working on and stuff like that, and there was nothing for them to do. And then I forgot what happened with the situation when Paris left the house. So I'm not going to really speak on that because I don't really quite remember what was told to me and the reasoning and everything that happened. But I don't understand now. It's over. Why
but that's
bring that back up.
That's what I was just about to ask. Why talk about it now?
Yeah.
I mean, why is this? Flame said what she said. And then whatever you said, and this Flame said again what she had said. So why? I mean, that was what 3 or 4 or 5 months ago. So why?
Paris, what are we talking about? Because I think people like me, we lost. I don't have no idea what was said, who said what did the argument come from, how long ago this happened.
You remember when we talked when Angelica and Paris was and Angelica and Flame were going back and forth, and I think it started with. Wasn't it with the just hilarious stuff?
It was
something.
something.
But then Flame and Angelica had words, and Flame had made a comment to Angelica, And so they were going back and forth and reading each other and then Paris allegedly had told Flame things that were going on while she was living in Angelica's house. And Flame said these things on her live to Angelica and how she treated Paris.
Paris, right.
And Angelica is saying all of that is a lie. And she said that then, when they were going back and forth, but now you have made this video again
to rehash it. For great reason. Call Flame. Flame, post your phone number so she can call you.
What kind of life did Angelica have that warranted a $10,000 a month rent? Could you imagine?
Now, Paris says she stayed in a neighborhood where it was some A-list celebrities and all that, but she don't even live in that house no more.
That's $120,000 a year to live in some house.
Yeah,
that's a lot of money.
And this was after, like, you left Pose, you finished American Horror Story. She said she was on Broadway at the time when all of this was happening. But if I remember, that was over too. Because I asked, I was like, what's she doing now? Because I remember the Chicago thing was done. So I don't know, like, I can't say per se, but what's true and what's not true.
And Paris was her assistant?
She was supposed to be a production assistant. And she moved out there to work with Angelica.
Okay.
From New Orleans.
I wonder how they know each other.
And she actually reached out to Paris. And she told her that, she wanted to help her and she wants to, she know that she's going to school. Like she said, she's going to school and she went to school. Paris had finished school. And I remember when Paris was in school in New Orleans. And she had said, well, I got this deal with, I think she had a deal with Netflix or something. Like she was supposed to have like these deals and stuff like that. And so she moved Paris out there to help her, or to work for her. Not to help her, to work for her. And then everything started going downhill from there.
But I wonder, but then it was the gave me community college class and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Why that? Why that you whatever it was good enough for you to hire her and bring her down?
The girls, they gotta read, they gotta make a statement, they gotta be little. I don't know I don't know what type of school she went to or anything, but that's a little catty read.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and production assistants don't make a lot of money.
So don't.
Yeah, so I don't know. She probably was giving her a good $17, $20 an hour, if that.
But production assistant, what are you doing?
What are you?
Especially when you're not there. You're not even there. And it's Paris and somebody else is there. And then she went on to say that she had celebrity friends come stay at her house, and Paris would ask them, do they know anybody that would be hiring or any work or anything for them? And then she said that the person who she had said that to said, do she know that we're friends? Well, evidently she got to know y'all friends. You at the house. I didn't understand that. I didn't understand. Do she know we're friends? Y'all gotta be friends. You staying at this woman's house.
And I gotta secure another job because you didn't get picked up on the next season of American Horror Story.
I was just about to say the same motherfucking thing. That's right.
So
you
what's
have to
up?
look out for yourself. Yeah.
Allow me to work.
It's really crazy.
Who she mad at is Ryan Murphy. And she wants to take it out. And you're gonna take it out on Paris.
That's who she mad at. But I don't like the way that she had brought that back up.
I don't either.
Because it was for no reason. And like, Flame said something about her, or Paris even went on social media to bring it back up, Yeah. So
what did she do? Or why did she need a house there?
Better yet, what did she do?
Because at the end of the day got to end.
It sure do. It sure do.
Child, listen. International Vogue announces that they have new people running the pageant, and they're going to step down as promoters, but they're going to be the financial backers. I got it because I can't read because that's too low. Let me find it, y'all. But they're going to step down as financial backers from, as promoters for the system and just be the financial backers. And they handing over the reins to Neandre Bonet and Coco LaBelle Thomas. Am I right?
I think so.
Yes, Coco.
Okay. It says, as the owners of the International Vogue Pageantry System, effective immediately, we will truly transition into the roles of pageant producers. The duties of day-to-day business duties, sister systems, arrangements, title holders, management, and board operations will be relinquished in totality to Coco LaBelle Thomas, Chief Executive Officer of International Vogue. The duties of marketing, strategy, public relations, internal systems, communications, and pageant operations will be relinquished in totality to Neandre Bonet, Chief Operations Officer of International Vogue, with Keisha Walker and Chris Part. I don't know if I'm saying his name on Party. Okay, both serving as Chief Financial Officers. We are confident they will serve the system well and look forward to continued growth under their leadership. So congratulations to them.
Hey, Corey.
And so they had division updates. As we continue to grow in longevity, the pageantry and the environments in which we operate our business are constantly changing. International Vogue, under the ownership of Kedrick and Chris, remains committed to operating as an effective business. Anyone who knows business will tell you that you must undergo constant strategy evaluation. In our most recent evaluation and through months-long talks with our executive board, we have come to the decision to sunset our newcomer division effective immediately. We thank both Xavier B. Addiction and Gracie Lou Freebush for their service as our 2023 representative, and we hope to see them move on and grow into amazing title holders. Although the division is closing, of course, in fairness to our representatives, they have been paid in full remaining balances of their prize packages. Sunsetting the newcomer division was not an easy decision, but we would like to see more of them pushing themselves to the next level and grow into the amazing entertainers that we know they have the capacity to be. We reflect on some of our own former newcomers who are already showing up on stages and proving that they have what it takes. Our current newcomer queen proved it could be done as she stepped up during her reign and qualified to compete at Continental Labor Day weekend. We also want to thank those who have reigned and competed in the division in the past. And they are still having the other divisions, but they just did away with the newcomer division. So that took the community in an uproar because some people feel like they shouldn't have did away with the newcomer division. And some people feel like it is okay for them to do away with the newcomer division. Me personally, that's their money, their business.
It's their money. Like, why, if you so in a range about this, go invest your money and start your own system.
Because at the end of the day, the day got to end.
But question,
I'm so upset by somebody announcing that they
doing
it's their money, it's their stuff.
So my question, because I really don't know, so that's why I'm going to ask y'all: which part of the division was their biggest division that had the most like contestant pool?
No, I think it'd be up and down, like different parts of it.
Because I've heard that the newcomer system is their biggest division. So it made me wonder, why would y'all do away with that one and not away with one of the other ones that's not doing that? You don't get that many,
like the plus divisions or something.
I don't know.
No, but I like the idea because he's taking a risk here.
Yeah.
If I get rid of the newcomer, then if they want to be a part of Vogue,
they'll go
in regular division. So I like that he's taking that step towards it. because now if you want to be, you have to go through the regular division.
Yeah.
And so that'll spike the numbers in that division as well. Because I don't even think these newcomers understand.
That's how I looked at it.
They be bringing it.
Mhm.
These newcomers be wearing some things. And I'd be like, God damn, you could have whooped a hoe or two in that. You know what I'm saying? Stop being scared of the vets. The vets on their way out this shit. They more out of it than they in it. So it's a great time now to step up. So if he's doing away with it, first of all, it's his system. And we don't know what it takes financially to even put on a pageant or have a division. You know, that saved him a lot of money throughout, you know, the duration of Vogue. But step up.
And I can put some more money into the other system. You know?
Do your big one. Do your big, and then there's still enough newcomers out here that conversation didn't even have to get blown out of proportion like that, because it's still so many other newcomer systems.
Right.
And I feel like by the time these newcomers step up, they got to go straight to elite in class. They don't even bypass the regular division because, you know, because people tend to treat I'm gonna say this. People tend to treat newcomers like babies and children.
Yes, they do.
And so to be almost 40 and somebody is regarding you as a child can be a bit offsetting. You know what I'm saying? The thing people say is, I'm grown. You can't tell me nothing. But then get in the ring with the grown people so they can start respecting you as grown. Because as long as you get in that newcomer ring, they're gonna treat you like a baby. You don't know this. Do this. Get out of here. You can't sit with us. All the kind of stuff.
You're still over there.
You're still over there. And it's not, I'm like Neil too. You get to spend your money anywhere you like.
That is correct.
But if we're gonna make this shit better in our community, if we're gonna really hold ourselves at a bigger level, then some of the newcomers need to start phasing out. You know, and in order to be the best, you really got to compete with the best. Some people get in pageants and get so lucky that they win when ain't number fools there. And they'll win a nice title. And then they'll feel like they've made it. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't really had no real competition. Back in the, you know, like I always say, back in the days, you had Raquel, Stasha, Jasmine, and Nicole in the same pageant.
Everybody running together.
All of them good. Somebody got to win, somebody got to lose.
Those people wouldn't dare do that. And I was like, oh, my sister running, my brother running.
I got to sit out. I got to be the best. You whoop on me this time, I'm going to get you next time. Yeah. It makes me want to come back. It makes me want to say, oh, let me level up a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
When there was a time when everybody was doing the pageant. That's because it didn't have no divisions like that. And everybody wanted to be that pageant. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I was telling a friend of mine when we were talking about them doing away with International Vogue newcomer system. And I say, well, it's all about them wanting to be, right? And they say, no, it ain't about the V. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's about the V. And if it ain't about the V, it's about the money. So if it's about the money, you can go do anything you want to do.
Anything.
But if you want the V, go get your V and go compete for the big one.
You know,
I wanted to be Miss USA. I didn't want to be Miss USA newcomer. They didn't even have no newcomer. You know, so you had to get in there and get it.
Yeah.
Now they got all these newcomer stuff, and you know, it kind of, when they started, it did diminish the numbers in the big system. It took them down a whole lot.
And because I think they second guess themselves too, like, oh, I need to stop by here before I can go here. No, some of them are so good they can go straight.
You throw yourself in the trenches, you go learn.
Trinity Kardashian for one, Barbie Giselle for one. They didn't stay at that newcomer level no time. They said, "Oh no, I gotta go better." And people love Barbie and Trinity a lot, and they idolize them, but they don't know those girls was fearless. They didn't give a fuck who was running. You're gonna have to show me. I give a fuck. I'm doing Miss Duval. I'm doing Miss Black Universe. I'm not going to no newcomer pageant. Because after a couple times you ought to have it. Because practice don't happen on the stage.
People feel like
you even make it to the stage. So you can practice your craft throughout the year.
These people feel like I gotta be sweetheart, and then I'm gonna do this pageant, then I'm gonna do Westman, and then I'm gonna do Black America Junior, then I'm gonna do this pageant. Before you know it, it's 7 years later.
Into the
I already had that plan.
Because the thing is, I don't understand pageants that make you're a newcomer, but you want me to sit down. I can't do shit for a whole year. You got to practice your craft Give me some.
And some of these entertainers don't even have a place to perform to practice their craft on stage. So when they do go to these pageants to perform, because that's where they get to perform at, they're not entertaining because they don't know how to perform.
Practicing your house.
Do is do a pageant, and that's it.
I'm telling you, they just come straight out and do it. Practice in your house if you have to, because on the pandemic, it showed us we put on shows in our house. Practice somewhere. But you got to do the things with things. And I don't think this is what people don't understand. And I saw posts all about the old heads should not be judging no more. They shouldn't be doing this. But listen, the old heads they know what it's built on. And they don't deviate much from that. They true to what drag is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the newer generation want all the rules bent to favor them so that it can be an easy win. And that don't make you good. That make you the best of that night.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody's thinking the same. You know, when girls come out and they tend to, I'm gonna tell you, even at Continental this past week, plus those girls were battling. Bitch, I said it's about to be a top 6. Soon I said it, Jim said, it's gonna be a top 6. As soon as I said,
why did you?
I made that post. These ladies been fabulous. Top 6. Because every girl was come. Oh, bitch, you got a gown. I got a gown. Oh, bitch, you got a talent. I got a talent. It's the survival of the fittest. Whoever the best that fucking night, go get that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's dying in that sense. We get in the pageant, ain't but a couple of good people out of 10 people, if 10 people even in the pageant.
But nobody wants to battle anymore. Everybody wants it easy.
Let's bring the battle back then. This should be a challenge for them. Bring the battle back.
Yeah.
Get in that fucking ring. You know, I remember Trinity ran for Sweetheart. She beat Stasha. Stasha ain't easy to beat.
You never know what could happen.
You never know.
When I tell you that happened, Stasha didn't talk to me for a while after that.
I understand.
What did you judge?
She's more of a newcomer at the time. You know, she wasn't a newcomer, but she hadn't too long ago stepped up. You just gotta go for it. You don't never, and then that makes you the bad bitch too. When you beat a girl, when you beat a bitch that's been doing this, and I know it's hard to beat them because politics play a part in it.
Yeah.
You bring your ass and get over there and be political. You start tapping on their ass good enough, then they'll start letting you in the door.
But I think that's the only
day. The day got to end.
Oh my God, that's your phrase. But yeah, okay.
Chris made a post, and he had said something about they probably want to cancel him, but what he said was true. Let me see if I can get it. So why is it that the seasoned polished newcomers that could step up on some of the bets next are upset about someone suggesting them to step up? I'm being serious because the true newcomers are agreeing as well. Those are the so-called babies in the industry. You just said they call them babies, right?
Did I say it?
Yeah, okay.
Until the age of 43.
Time national newcomer title holder, 8+ years in the game, are not. That was so funny to me. Because you do have like all them newcomer titles and all that kind of stuff, and you've been in the business for 10 years. You know,
these newcomers, they are they born in the 80s like me. I'm like, bitch.
I think they're more old comers.
I'm like, bitch. Born in the 80s too.
Years, and it's so funny. Before Craig, remember when Craig used to have? I think Craig owned the Elite Newcomer.
What's Elite Newcomer for old people that are new to drag?
Mind you, that was the name of the pageant, but it wasn't for old newcomers. And when he had it, right before he had I used to tell Shania all the time, bitch, when I first started hosting US of A newcomer, I was like, bitch, it's a lot of old newcomers in the pageant. This woman in the pageant, she's 30-some years old. Wow. And I'm like, bitch, I'm gonna have US of A Elite Newcomer. A year later or something like that, Craig and them started having Elite Newcomer. And I said, oh, well, this got to be for the old newcomer. Yeah. It got to be.
Isn't Mr. Continental new to pageantry?
Oh, the newcomer, the whole
Mr. USA.
Mr. USA is new.
Newcomer, right?
to shows and pageantry. Mr. Continental, that was his first and second pageant.
Yeah.
Mr. Black Universe.
Who?
Mr. Black Universe.
Mr. Black Universe. He knew.
He knew. And that, they were newcomer route.
That's what I was about to say. Janae is relatively new to pageantry.
On the newcomer route because they're afraid to run against the girls of the girls.
But that's the only way that, in my opinion, that you really test your skills, when you compete against people that are better than you, and then you look and you be like, oh, okay, that's how you. I got it. So then your mind starts spinning and twirling. You be like, okay, I know how to come harder next year. That's just my opinion.
I don't get it. I think once you know, how many newcomer pageants do you want to win before you say, okay, I can move on?
All of them.
But that you can only win one national a year, and because you know everything is national now. Everything is national. Y'all down there in that Metro pageant, y'all at all the walks.
Do you think people should have sit-out periods when they win pageants and can't run for other stuff?
What do you mean sit-out periods?
Like, I'm not talking about pageants that have preliminaries and all this kind of stuff, or like it could be a newcomer pageant. But do you think people should sit out? Like, if your pageant doesn't have preliminaries and those types of things,
don't have preliminaries, I think that is there should be something for you to do for the king and queen in order for them to have to not do anything else. Just like
a monthly stipend,
stipends a month. You know, that kind of stuff. And do pay for the walks, because that's the booking. Unless you are, because you're a promoter. So you're supposed to promote your system. And by promoting your system, you promote your king and your queen, because they are the brand of the system. So you are to help them get bookings. You're like their manager too. So if you can't help them get no bookings, then why are you trying to pigeonhole them to not do anything? If they don't get no stipends, why are you pigeonholing them? If you're not paying them to go to these walks and putting them in the hotel like a booking, why are you pigeonholing them? And instead of making them go and buy all this elaborate stuff for these walks, and they have to pay to get themselves there, put themselves up and all that kind of stuff, that don't make no sense. Why did I win it? That don't make me feel like a queen. If I'm sitting up having to put everything out during my reign and buy new clothes and stuff to look good for something I ain't even got no preliminaries for, and I can't go do nothing else. It don't make sense. So make it make sense and join forces together. Because the promoter just wants you to do all the work. They want you to get the contestants. They want you to do everything. Because they putting up the money. But no, you put up the money for that night, but then what?
Ooh, okay. I feel like I'm free.
Where do we go from here?
I am completely done with my work. Now I can focus on y'all now.
You know, that's when you go to these pageants, you got to make sure and read that handbook and all that stuff that these people want you to do. Because once you win the pageant and you get in there and they say, well, you got to do this, you got to do that. And okay, what you finna do? Because I'm not going to see you again until it's time for me to give the pageant, but you want me to go to these walks and stuff, but I have to pay to get there. That don't make no sense. I'm spending my winnings to go to a walk. I got to get something made to match this man.
Yes. Well, you know, national walk, that's
the preliminaries now.
Yes, that's preliminaries now.
Oh, and we got to take pictures.
What was that?
Because you got to have your photo shoot. So, yeah. It don't make sense to me. It'll make
Shout
sense.
out to the newcomers and continue doing newcomer pageants. I'm sure it's one happening tomorrow, Friday, Saturday. So I want you to win all the newcomers you can. I mean, I support the newcomers. Do your thing.
Didn't he down like?
I support the newcomers wholeheartedly, but you know, listen, I think y'all should step up and come on out, though, Jeff.
You know, I really think, you know, they be arguing with each other, and you know, it's all subjective because just like the promoters, if a promoter want to end a pageant, that's what you're doing with your money. I can't tell somebody what to do with their money. But if I did have my way, I'd be like, after 2-3 pageants at the most as a newcomer, go ahead and
move on.
You know, got your feet wet, you know, learn some things because you're not going to learn it all on a newcomer level. You're gonna, as you live life, you're going to continuously grow.
And the thing I would say, like I said it before, because we talked about Black America telling their newcomer people that they can't go to another newcomer pageant after they win Black America Newcomer Junior and Junior Mids. I don't agree with that. Now, if you're going into a different realm, then okay. But if you running for Black America Junior, then you turn around and run for Duval newcomer, then you run for so-and-so newcomer, International Vogue newcomer. That's all in the same community of people. Go get the Bay newcomer where you finna meet a whole different crop of people that don't even go to those pages. And over here, you go do some work. Because guess what you're supposed to do when you go to the pageant? You're supposed to go over there and sell yourself and meet people, make connections. There's people over there with clubs, those are show directors, those are all those type of people that's over there. You're supposed to be doing it over there too, but I don't think you're doing it but over here, they working. And they got all these different divisions where you go to work at them. So you work that. Yeah, USA newcomer give you 3 chances and you're out of there. Period. They ain't gonna. You can't stay over there forever. And that starts at the preliminary. It don't start at the national. When you go to your first preliminary, if you get second runner up and you don't make it, or third runner up and you don't make it, that counts as one of your years. So you need to get it together and go and win and be first one up so you can get to the national.
Shout out. See, that's another pageant y'all can go run for. If y'all don't win, then I'm sure they're going to have Southeast newcomer USA the next night. So
Trent said he backstage.
Oh, so is. Okay.
Yeah. My computer love to act up at a certain goddamn time.
Oh, okay. Lindsay say the clock starts at national now. Okay.
Okay, good.
Well,
but however, y'all, we want y'all to step up real good. But shout out to National Newcomer of the Year, which is Bryce Pageant. They give away $3,000 to their newcomer. So if I would go over there and get $3,000. Now I would do that. I would.
Yeah, most definitely.
Go there and do that pageant. They had a successful turnout. You know, they had a good night of pageantry. I'll do stuff like that if it's lucrative. Even like newcomer people, like it ain't got to be a national pageant. I would do a lot of national newcomer pageants, like smaller titles, just to get the practice out of it all. For when I step up, I can be good and ready to tear their motherfucking ass up. You know.
Well, they got cute corn over there at the national newcomer. That's the T.
You said $3,000.
$3,000.
That's lovely.
But chaos.
Shout out to Kid. Bill that won.
Hey, Ronnie. Chaos said they give like some money over there at the newcomer system because other systems ain't giving you nothing but $500, $1,500. Because I heard that one of the pageants down there give away $500 and y'all run to that like nothing.
Which one is it?
P-State.
Oh my God.
I said they could not possibly give away no $500.
I don't know if they get 500.
They got at least give y'all 1,000 now.
At least 1,000. I think
1,000. Why you at Snickers? How much you give away over there at P-State? Any P-State farmers on here that can tell you how much they give away at P-State?
1,000 because I'm
if you're giving away $500, I'm gonna read all of y'all. I'm reading all y'all.
The entry fee $500.
$500. That's a booking. The hell.
But y'all be sleeping on the pad. And I heard y'all talking about should you sit out for a system like systems like North America, like they get stipends every month. You know, they get paid for do walks and stuff like that. Like for girls, you know, they ought to be running over with contestants.
Diamond said 500 in a peach cobbler.
Oh, Diamond, no.
Yeah, that Queen give you a stipend a month. Shit, Miss America, Miss Gay America have prelims, and they still get a stipend a month.
Damn. You gotta make
the coin over there. On to the next pageant. Well, a couple of weeks ago, we talked about Renaissance, right? And we talked about Renaissance dethroning that Queen Tina Twirler, and they have a new queen, Vanessa is her name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they have a new queen named Vanessa. So we brought Tina on the show to talk about her getting dethroned. Well, shout out to Trinity and the court over there at Renaissance, Wendell, Forshay B. Ross, my grandson, and Scoop. So they were upset because on that same night, Trinity had made a post on my page and said she was disappointed that yet again y'all allow a one-sided, delusional, full of lies to spread false narratives on a platform. Chevelle Brooks, please start getting the whole truth, not a story of fictional events from someone not capable of taking accountability for their actions, reactions, and decisions. Gotta do better. And then she unfollowed me. Unfriended me, I mean. And then they went on a live and they talked about how we were one-sided because we didn't ask any of them to come on the show to tell their side of the story. A lot of times, if you have been a avid watcher of Our Point of View, at the beginning we used to bring back and forth. That was the beginning. But I have started only putting one person that's going to tell their story. And so the person that never told their story on Facebook was Tina. She never told her story on Facebook. Randall posted the picture of Vanessa and Scooby. That started the initial conversation right there. So they thought that because I brought Tina on the show was because I had a disdain for Randall. My disdain for Randall has nothing to do with anything that I have talked about on this show pertaining to Renaissance. I've only stated facts on the show pertaining to Renaissance. When Tina was on this show 2 weeks ago, I asked her to tell her side of the story. She started telling her story. Then when she finished, the panel asked her a couple of questions. At the end of all of that, I asked her, do you think there's anything that you could have done to make things different in the situation? She said no. That's all I asked. So, to start this off, I saw the post that Randall made, and I said, they dethroned her. So, okay, let me call my grandchild. So I messaged him. And I say, Wendell, what's the tea? What's going on? I see y'all done dethroned Tina, this, that, and other. Wendell tells me he beats around the bush and this, that, and the other. And hold on. Because they said all this in their life that they erased it. I said, child, they saying your folks had something to do with Tina getting dethroned. He said, my folks. I said, yep, and laugh out loud. I said, what's going on? And he said, she's a mess. People really think that young lady is sweet as pie, but she's a lot. I say, allegedly, your mama Raquel had something to do with it. Oh, well, yeah, a little bit. She played a little role. I say, that's what I hear. Why they dethroned her? And I said, is Raquel on the board or something? He said, yeah, I think she kind of on the board. I say, well, when he said when her and Randall get along. I said, oh, okay, an influencer then. He said Tina did a lot. People are just asking her defense because she's innocent, but she played a huge role in it. I said, oh, okay. And so then we got on the phone, and I asked him. He said, well, I don't want to be messy. I say, well, I'm asking you. You know, I'm not trying to get no tea just to be messy because I could care less.
Chevelle, you're gonna get him in trouble about that Raquel part.
Huh?
You're gonna get him in trouble.
Here. And I told one day I was getting ready to talk about this on the show when I saw him Saturday night. And I said, because I feel some type of way, because when Scooby got on the live, Scooby tells me, and I'm listening to them on that Friday, he says, I messaged Wendell, from his understanding, I messaged Wendell in order to get some tea, not to ask them to be on no show. Yeah, I want the tea on why Randall dethroned her. That's because it was posted publicly. So I went to my grandchild, and he said, when I could have asked Trinity, or I could have asked him, but I asked Wendell, my grandchild. Don't tell me, Scooby, how to talk to my grandchild. My grandchild, I raised from the 11th grade to all his college years. My house. So when I talk to my grandchild know how I'm talking to him. He know what I want and how I talk. So I don't have to do whatever you think I should have done. Because I can do what the fuck I want to do because I'm grown. And this is my platform. So I don't have to ask anybody anything if I don't want to. And if I choose not to, I don't. It has nothing to do with Randall, and that's what y'all think, Trinity. And it does not have anything to do with Randall. No, I don't like Randall. But I have a right not to like Randall. And when I called Wendell, and Wendell told me out his mouth, he didn't want to be messy, what did I do? I went to the person that it involved, Tina. So I can get it from her. Her vision, her views on how everything acted and went on in her eyes. That's her story. Y'all can't tell her story. She's the only one that can tell it, whether it's lies or not. That's how she saw it. But Scooby, you don't get to tell me how to talk to my grandchild anytime. Not the person that I raised, because everything that he knows about pageantry, everything he knows about this lifestyle, he got it from here. He got that from here. And that man is almost 40-something. That man is 40-something years old. So don't tell me ever again, and nobody can tell me about that one. Because that one is mine, whether we be speaking or not. I know everything, his ins and outs, his ways, and all that. Don't none of y'all know him. That group of people, y'all don't know him. I know him. And so I can do what I want to on this platform. I can ask whoever I want to ask to come on my show to tell their side of their story. And y'all sit up there and say, well, she lied about it. He didn't read her. He read, and he just set us all down. And he said what he didn't like on each one of us. So what you saying is, he read all of y'all. And y'all sat there and took it, but Tina didn't. Tina stood up for what he was telling her. No, you just not finna talk to me any kind of way. So, with that being said, it happened. Tina's on the show. Trinity said her post, me and Trinity is good. And I told her even when I was performing, she came to tip me. I had not seen Trinity. Trinity came and tipped me. And I looked down at her and I told her, bitch, friend me back. I ain't done nothing to you. I sure did.
No. Do you know I told her the same thing?
Yeah. I ain't done nothing to you. I haven't even mentioned your name. So how are you going to take out what I did on my show about take it personal from with you? I didn't understand that. That was crazy to me. But you're supposed to have all this respect and love and admiration for me. But I invited somebody on the show that go tell their side of the story that have nothing to do with you. Or didn't have nothing to do with you and me. And when you go through your things, and when you was mad at Benny, when we started this show, I let you come on this show, and tell your side about what went on with you and Benny. When the stuff went down at Duval and you had the going on with my grandchild, I brought my grandchild on here so he could tell his stuff. But you was in my inbox because I was going to let you come on the show too, but you was at work and you couldn't do it. So you sent me a message and I said what you said on the show. The message you sent me, I said it on the show. So I gave you that same opportunity that I gave Tina. So don't do me like that. And anybody got something they want to say?
I think you said it all.
I heard that Randall called you, Neil. What did he say?
Oh, no, he didn't call me. We messaged each other.
Oh, okay.
We messaged each other about. He just said it was a bunch of untrue.
I am passionate about it. I'm sorry, Neil. I am passionate about it, Paula, because I did raise that child from high school.
So are you and Wendell all right now?
We fine.
Okay.
Yeah, me and Wendell fine.
You know, me and Scooby even talked about it last week at the show. And
I saw Scooby out Monday night.
We talked about it, and he told me the same things that basically said on the live. And I told him, I was like, you know, the thing is, it doesn't matter who gets dethroned. We on a platform where we talk about pageantry and XYZ. It could have been whoever gets dethroned. When you have a whole almost 2 weeks to give out a statement or say why this person got dethroned, the opportunity was there. It's not like the pageant was Black America was Sunday, she came out, and then we talked about it on Monday. We talked about it a whole almost 10 days later. So that's what I was like, you know, the opportunity was there to get ahead of the story. I was like, you always need to get ahead of your story before somebody else tells your story. And so I was like, and I basically said what you said. I'm like, you know, she doesn't have to allow you on her platform. That's, you know, whenever somebody have a platform, they can do it.
That's why you got a live button.
Now, you know, Scooby is an amazing. I mean, I love Scooby to death. He's a nice guy, very rational, but he was caught up in, you know, I should have been invited or somebody should have been invited.
Why should you have been invited?
But we wouldn't let them came on now to tell their side as well.
Why?
It's not a problem. I don't think.
No, it's not a problem. But guess what, though, Trent? I talked to my grandchild. If my grandchild wanted, he's a part of that. So if he would have said, "Well, Granny, I want to come on the show and tell it," okay.
But do you think that Ben didn't want him to come on?
I don't even know Scooby.
I mean, Randall. Do you think Randall didn't want him to come on?
I don't know. But like I told him, I said, if I was being a mess, I would have told all the other stuff that you told me.
Don't do that. Don't do that. If you already got him in trouble with Raquel, what you just did.
So, but that's not me, because that ain't what I was talking about. If I had such a disdain for Randall.
Yeah, Randall just so happened to be the
If
top.
I had such a disdain for Randall, everything that I've heard that week, that not only don't think that Wendell told me a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff that went on at Renaissance.
Julisse is in our comments now talking about she had a time with Renaissance too, so she could believe everything that. Shout out to Julisse.
Shout out to Julissa. Yeah, so I don't give a damn about Randall.
Because Randall owe you.
Well, never asked him to come on the show.
Because Randall owe you. He owe you, baby.
Pew, pew, pew.
You got it now. You got it now, Randall. Give her money. You know how much it was too. Because people.
I'm like, so go ahead, Neil. I'm sorry. Because that really pissed me off.
Oh yeah, you pissed.
I think you beyond pissed.
You need to let them know that they had you fucked up in all caps.
And because what I should have done, no, bitch, I shouldn't have done nothing.
Oh, because they listen, Chevelle. Because at the end of the day
got to end.
And on that note, here's the day, Chevelle. You got your pressure up. You got testing tomorrow. Let's move on. Let's go to something else, sis.
So I ain't never even heard of a Scooby until October.
But I think Scooby love you. I think it's all love.
I'm not negating the fact that he's such a sweet man. He's a sweet guy, whatever. He handsome. He look good in the suits. All of that is true.
Yeah, that motherfucker wear a suit.
Yes, he can. But Scooby, you didn't even reach out to me.
Yeah.
You went on a live and told me what I should have done.
Well, they was just passionate because there was a lot said.
Yeah.
A lot said. And it was a lot said. And then they were saying that Twitter tried to beat Randall up. And see, we didn't hear all of that. We didn't know all of that. So
yes, they said that too.
Yeah. They said she's gonna whoop on Randall.
During that night of when Tina was telling her story, we can see the holes in her story. We saw that everything wasn't connected, even as she's telling the story. So it's not like we were just believe everything she said, because some of the things did have holes in it.
Yeah.
And we asked a question.
We believe her or not.
Stockings that had the holes in it. That's what they were mad about. Remember?
Regardless, we believed her or not.
She wouldn't shave her pussy. So they got so mad.
No, it's her back and her chest.
I'm sorry, some of that was hairy.
Back, chest,
Her legs.
Back, chest, and legs.
Paula, you better know it.
But I just worked with this queen the other day on Sunday, and she took her stockings off, and all her legs was hairy.
Damn. Did she have
Nina
down?
got some hairy legs.
Who do?
Oh,
Nina D'Angelo.
so do she a full dude?
She a bear.
So I'm like, child, listen. It is what it is. Trinity's back on my friends list again. So shout out to Trinity.
Shout out to Trinity. She looks so gorgeous.
After all that reading,
Chevelle, I told her the same thing. I walked in Continental, and somebody was before her, and I hugged them. Then I went to hug her, and she just threw her body. I said, "No, hug me." You know what's important for me?
She looks so pretty.
But you know what?
You hear me?
Also,
Mama was gorgeous. She was sitting. I said, "Okay, bitch."
it's one of those things, though, in the situation. I personally, Tina, when you get dethroned, you're coming from a place of, you're definitely not in the best place with people that said, get out of here. Mm-hmm. So you're going to read them, but I didn't take it away as it was a Trinity bashing session. Like, I didn't understand why she was so passionate about.
She was so mad. She was mad. She was mad.
I'm like, Trinity, it wasn't about you, Trinity. Like, she did. I mean, she mentioned all of them basically to me. I mean, not basically to me, but to like on here platform, she talked about all of them. But I didn't find that Trinity or anyone was like more targeted than the other, because she's going to come from a place of hurt if y'all don't say get out of here. Yeah. She's not like, oh yeah, we
like an outcast.
Yeah, allegedly, Scooby told you can see now I'm telling some tea. Allegedly, Scooby told Tasia that when you open up the suitcase, they give you liners from Charlie Brown with the stuff flying and stuff. Cause
I can
Pigpen,
yeah. And so Tasia, when the girl was on the show at the Eagle, is running around the club telling everybody that a suitcase stank. She got stanky drag. Trinity says she shouldn't have never mentioned me.
Shut up. I ain't gonna say me and Trinity, we best friends on Facebook. Shout out to Trinity. Miss Opulence. Opulence.
Oh, there go Trend. Oh, Jesus.
But child, so I, listen.
Well, Tina, better luck next time.
Folks, Tina, and she had a rough one. She was a new girl. Well, and speaking of newcomers, there goes some more.
And see, and that was, and this proved our point.
Vanessa,
we need to stay newcomers.
There go two newcomers right there.
Oh, he both shot.
And the newcomer just gave it up to school. We went on got him another national, and he never did a newcomer page. See?
Ain't that
Shout out to Jim Flint and the Continental Pageantry System for a wonderful weekend in Chicago. It was so fun to be with my Continental Plus sisters. Shout out to Erica Renee Christian. It was her 30th anniversary. She looked
fabulous.
Yes, she did. And it was a fun time at Continental. The girls was competing, honey. Do you hear me? The girls was
Who was that right in front of Erica Christian?
That's Fahrenheit.
Okay.
That's Fahrenheit, and that's Kiki Velasquez Lord. And behind Darcel,
Who behind Peggy?
That's Brittany.
Okay.
And the other phones weren't there. We was getting ready to go on stage.
How Brittany finally win doing the same shit she was doing 15 years ago?
Brittany who?
Like nothing different.
Brittany who?
Okay, all right. No, never mind.
Brittany Tyler.
It was a pandemic.
Oh.
Brittany Tyler.
If he would just crown D-Ebony then, we wouldn't have to even go through this. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, Glamorous is for sale. He told that you got to go back and watch that. That was 2 weeks ago.
The Lady Jasmina, no. She know because she follow us, baby. You know that well.
Yes, you do. Congratulations to the winners, Leanne Feathers and Albion Arnell Davenport, and to the honorary Miss Continental Elite, Fantasia Dior. That was amazing to watch, though.
Oh my God, I shed a tear.
That was like truly amazing. The way the place had
my God,
uproar for that.
All weekend for her.
She was so good.
Yes,
she was so good. Y'all was up there trying to even find out the song that she had did for talent, because it was
so good. They could have slick around her that night. Shit.
Yes. Jasmine, what's up with the Continental Newcomer Reigns? I don't know. The Continental Newcomer girl was there. She was there.
She was there.
Mr. Continental Newcomer, he wasn't there. He probably had a booking in drag or something.
Yes, God.
He was gonna make him a corn bitch. I don't know. But the girls was competing. Avion's gown was absolutely beautiful.
Yes.
It was. It really was.
Albion looked I wasn't there, of course, but from the pictures and videos, she looked really good in swimsuit too.
She looked good in swimsuit. Yes, she did.
Yeah, said D-Ebony. I got one too.
I have, baby.
Our money, D-Ebony, and Avion had some beautiful swimsuits on.
Yes, they did.
Accessories and everything.
Shoes.
Spot on.
Mm-hmm. It was, yeah. They was really good. Avion's gown is I told Avion, I said, girl, your gown was mine, brought into the millennium, because I had the same color gown when I won. Fabric bottom, the same cut rhinestone top, same color and everything, but my bottom wasn't like her bottom. My bottom was good for 2002. This is 2024, 22 years later, and she turned it. It was beautiful.
And I don't know if you know, but I feel like she was getting a whole ode to Taj Mahal that whole night, because she did her talent, then she incorporated her into the talent, and the same moves her dance was doing.
That I didn't like.
Huh?
Now that I didn't like.
I really like that.
I like the idea. I didn't like it in the talent per se, because at that time it slowed her down.
Yeah.
Because they were trying to match the music with her. So she was like, push the button, push the button.
Different versions too.
Yeah. See,
but it was good planning though. It played on that, because Taj Mahal was their baby too. You know, I don't know her relationship with Taj Mahal, but also her gown was almost reminiscent of what Taj Mahal.
Huh? Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, so I think her whole package was an ode to Taj Mahal, and it was a great, well thought out package. I always knew that Albion would win that pageant soon.
Oh yeah,
because she could have won the time Rachel won, but Rachel really took that question and ate that motherfucker up so goddamn bad and spit that mic out and left the wires only, and then she slipped on up. You know, but I always knew that Albion could be the one. You know, shout out to Albion. She's polished.
Well, apparently she learned something, because they said that she ate that question up this year and told the girls to get out of here.
She did,
but she always knows how to answer a question. And girls who don't really know how to answer a question need to do something like she do. She hosts all the time. When you host shows and stuff, and you host pageants in your hometown, it gets you better acquainted with the mic so that you can start learning how to speak on the spot. You know what I'm saying?
I always tell people that entertainers there, I say that's the best thing that could have probably happened to me was to pick up a mic.
Yeah, pick up a mic. It gets you there. It gets you more comfortable with talking to people and interacting with crowds and stuff, so that you don't have to so second guess yourself when you speaking, and you can just say the things you want to say, and people receive them the way you put it out. So get that mic, talk on that mic.
But you also got to be somebody that do shows too.
Yeah, shows helps too.
Yeah, shows help a whole lot.
I always say that.
I'll get you some bookings out there, baby.
Yeah, shows.
But shout out to the everybody. Oh, the 5.
The 6.
Oh, just 6. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Baby, those. Oof. That's a lot of fabric up there.
You better shut up.
Oh Lord.
You better shut your goddamn mouth.
Oh me.
The Ebony was so good. The Ebony dropped the ball in question and answer.
I saw the score. I said she was winning and that they was calling them out in order. He called them out in order by winner first. And when they got the score sheets, it was just like that. Question took Avion all the way up there.
We did.
And it knocked the Ebony back, which I know. I always say question is the least expensive category, but the most costly.
Yeah.
Because that came down to question and answer. And when she answered the question, I was so sad because I was like, man, I wanted this for her so bad because there was so much love in the room for D. Ebony every time she came out.
Mm-hmm.
To the point that if she ever go back, D. Ebony don't never need to buy a gown or a swimsuit because she has fit the criteria so well of what to look like in a gown and a swimsuit that she never need to worry about that category again. She went in swimsuit in her old swimsuit. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely get the mic more at my hometown clubs.
Mm-hmm.
I would enroll myself in a public speaking class because just like you practice your talent, you got to practice your intellect too and your ability to be able to be asked something on the spot. You know what I'm saying? Interact with people. And because that will cost you the fucking pageant.
Yes, it will. And
and who was not happy.
And to see your dreams like shatter away in your face when you had it. You was holding it.
And you could tell, like, when she walked out, she knew that, you know, she felt like, oh, no.
It broke my heart for her.
I messed up.
But I knew Avion would eat that question. You know, I'm going to tell you what I said. You know, I was on the edible that night, too. So, you know, you'd be thinking of all kind of crazy shit. So the question asked, I'm going to tell you immediately what I thought of when they asked that question. Something about what is best for you. What is best for you.
Basically, you're older now, so what's best for you?
I said, say this, girl. I was in my head, it's like, the best thing for me is that you guys learn how to enunciate and pronounce my name. I've been coming here for the last 6 years, and you've only called me Debonair Sherry. I said, the reason I need you to get my name right tonight is because I plan on being the queen for the next 365 days this year, and I want to be called by the right name.
See, what have timed it. If I tell y'all what up out of that. If I tell y'all would have went up out of it because they mess up the name all the time. But I was sitting there with a fellow contestant, and everybody was coming out saying stuff, and I say, "Well, child, at this point, I need to protect my peace and my energy and stuff like that. That's everybody coming out here talking about Continental. No, I need to protect my peace and my energy because all this negativity and stuff that's going around when you're getting ready for pageants and all that kind of stuff, and life be lifing." You know,
but these people get in pageants and they want to say this fake shit, this
stuff.
But
guess what? Guess who came around and said that? Avion. And the girl had told me, the girl sitting with, she said, "No, girl, that's not what that." I said, "Girl, no. You gotta, when you get to the mic, you gotta be yourself and be open. You know, and be honest. Speak from the heart. You know, they can see through the lies.
Kioka. Critical
They
thinking.
can see through the lies. So no, it ain't about that. Ain't important. And yeah, it is important to be Miss Continental, but you got to protect your energy and your peace and be right in your mind and your mind frame and all. And if you don't protect that, you ain't gonna be able to produce on the stage.
When I go to pageants and I hear people say, you know, my dream is to be X, Y, and Z. I have put my blood, sweat, and tears into this, and it's just I live and breathe this. I be thinking to myself, what a sad life.
No, that's how you feel.
That's
people,
that's what I said.
it's good to have something to do. it's good to have something to aspire to be, because you look at pageantry teaches you perseverance through life too. So it trickles over to your life too, because you're not a quitter. These girls who spend this time, effort, and money to even have a dream, you know how many people walk around in life and don't dream about a motherfucking thing? Because it's not your thing.
And it brings people so much joy and to do it something that they love. So it ain't.
But I think that's why.
Look at your grandmother, Sasha Valentino. It brought her so much joy.
Yeah.
And so much pain too. So much pain.
But losing brings you pain. Losing brings you pain.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's so.
But it made her happy though. It made her so happy that even in her sick days, she still went back to that pageant because she loved it so much.
She sure did.
Yeah, pain.
That's what made her happy.
Pain. So
no, Neil.
The pain.
The pain. That's why, like, people like when you talk about that question, Abby always speak from life experiences, because she understands that life is bigger than any one thing. So
yes, it is. But when people find something to love and to aspire to be, that's a great thing.
Love it, but I'm just saying,
this is huge in our community, because being a title holder at a certain level does give you a certain recognition that other parts of your life wouldn't even have. You probably go to work and still not get that type of attention.
But but I just want people to be more well balanced, because if you are and you experience different facets of life, because if you live and breathe only pageantry or only whatever, the only thing that you live and breathe for, if that thing does not happen, those people are devastated, because this one thing that they want so badly, they can't get when they want it, versus someone who's faceted in multiple things in life and just experience different things.
But we don't know if it's the only thing that they experience. But I would imagine that when they go out there, they put all their heart and soul into it. So when you lose, a loss is a loss.
That's just like going to an interview for a job that you've been wanting all your life and you don't get it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like they try for RuPaul's Drag Race and they try out every year and don't get it.
Yeah.
And they finally get there and don't get that either. You know.
Yeah.
Dominic, you quiet.
So much pain.
I'm listening in.
I'm listening in.
On to the next. So in that weekend, before I go on, I want to shout out to Trent and all the makeup artists and stuff. I ran by them. They was all sitting together. And I
sick and I look.
Oh, fabulous.
I said, come on, y'all, take this picture. And because we don't get to see them together and they don't really get the recognition that they need to get sometimes. So I wanted to take this picture of them and like show them that, you know, we are thankful for them and what they do for us and being there, being our cheerleaders, working hard for us and making us who we are on stage. So thank y'all so much, all your hairdressers, even the ones that's not in this photo, all the hairdressers, makeup artists, seamstresses, and all the stuff that y'all do for us. Thank you, because we can't do this by ourselves.
Right. Yeah.
Shout out to T.I. and her phone picture that she put out the other day. T.I., when I tell you, T.I. has just been doing a phenomenal job.
T.I. has been a phenomenal queen.
Yeah.
Phenomenal queen.
Yes, yes.
Phenomenal queen.
Thank you so much for the shout out. I didn't even realize until you took that picture, because that picture right there, that's a moment.
It is.
I didn't even think about us being around each other, and all of us was, you know, in the arts like we were just talking and having a good time. And when you stopped there and said, "Oh, let me get this moment," I was like, "Oh, wow, thank you so much for that."
It really, like, every time I walked by y'all a couple of times.
Yeah,
bitch, that's sickening. I kept saying it, and I walked by. I was like, "Let me get this moment," because that probably won't never happen again. You know,
right? It was such a
it was a moment to see y'all all there together.
Each and every one of their works. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I had to post about her too, because I don't get to see T.I. and Drag a lot because she's always working. Mm-hmm. And when I sat down next to her and I turned around and looked, I said, "Oh, bitch, you look just like your pictures."
Yes.
That's a beautiful thing.
That bitch a walking filter.
Oh, it was so pretty.
And that bitch body's so nice.
I posted a picture of her not filtered and a picture of her filter. Miss Thing had looked beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Shout out to T.I., the grand ruler.
Yes, the grand ruler.
We see you, bitch.
And somebody else that they see.
Oh,
where is the body?
Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord.
That's one suit though. Look at her.
What the hell I do?
Akasha Adonis had during the pageant, we are all sitting there. They are doing I think evening gown maybe or something.
Come on, here Armani.
Whatever it was, we was in the category. And the phones started going off, honey. And the phones was going off because Akasha had made this post.
Oh
and I think she had made it after she got to the hotel. And I was like, what in the all except for one? And wait, what is girl? Well, what is she talking about? And then they said, who? She said, the bad built murderer.
Oh my God.
They said, who that? Google him, she say.
And you'll see.
So what you supposed to do? Google bad built murderer?
Oh, I know a lot of people pop up.
Bitch, I'm like, okay. So
because
I don't know. When they told my sister, I'm glad that she's not the older money she used to be.
Baby, I said that same damn thing.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Money she used to be. Because had she been the older money she used to be, she would have said, fuck the pageant, we're going to look for her. I'm just saying.
You know, I told Chevelle and Shavonna that when I saw the post, but I didn't go to the comments because, you know, Celeste Holmes making posts like that, like, good luck to everybody except one person. So I thought it was one of those type of posts, but because Celeste always be playing when she say, good luck to everybody except one person. But the comments when I saw the murder and stuff, I was like, oh, she really went in.
Oh, she went in.
So you connected to the source, Chevelle. How did this beef even start to begin with?
Well, long story
short, had a beef.
It started at Miss US of A.
Okay.
When Amani won. And allegedly, Kasha was in the pageant, and her and another contestant had said that she was late for registration. So they took points from her. And she was gonna leave the pageant and everything. Alexis cussed her out and made her come back because she was in the car. And so she went back and she said on her live, she said, I went back in there and I told them, bitch, y'all can have them 5 points. I'm finna show you. And so she went and she ended up winning the pageant. Well, when she gave it up, she did the prelim to Continental the next night.
Hold on, what did Akasha get at US of A that year?
I don't even remember.
Okay.
She wasn't first.
Okay, I thought so. Okay.
No. And Jalissa said she was. No, that it was. I'm assuming that it was her. Yes, 5 administrative points they was taken from her. Oh, she was first. Oh, okay.
She also got first to Shavonna too, so she probably.
Oh, Jalissa said she was second, and so Akasha was first. Oh, okay. Now it's coming together.
The plot thickens.
With the 5 points, and Amani still won. So then, when she gave it up, I think the pageant was Friday. Amani did a prelim on that Sunday.
To Continental
Plus.
Okay.
Akasha was in the pageant. Akasha won the prelim. That's when we talked about Jim making the post about you won't disrespect his queen or anybody in his system or something like that. He made that post because evidently Amani was mad at Lindsay about what went on at Continental because her talent was too long. Akasha asked Lindsay, could she do a certain talent? And that talent was too long, and Lindsay told her no. So Akasha changed her talent. Amani did her talent, and the talent was too long. So Lindsay had to take the points from Armani. Armani was mad. Armani called me and asked me what I thought about the situation after she told me or whatever. I told her, I say, listen, don't act like you have not been a national title holder before. And you have to uphold the rules and regulations of the pageant. Ain't nobody cheating nobody or nothing like that. Fair is fair. And she said, well, sister, I did this talent before, and Jim said it was okay. I say, sister, that was then. And that was at the national, wherever that was it, that was Jim Page, so he can say that. Well, I did it at a prelim. I said, but did you ask them? She said, yeah, I asked them. I say, see, they can say that. But did you ask them this night? No, I didn't. I said, okay. That's where we are. So you didn't ask them. Because had you asked them, they would have told you no.
Right.
And you could have changed your talent. And then we wouldn't be here. So Akasha knew that all of this, that, you know, Amani was mad about her losing the pageant or whatever. So when they got to Continental and she made the 12 and Akasha didn't, Akasha made the post.
Oh, okay. So it go all the way back to USFA.
She said she was late 20 minutes and then 40 minutes to check in for the pageant, but I really did feel bad for Akasha. Not me, I was second, so I went and had a taco. And so Amani said on her live that the reason why she was late is because Amani do have gout, and she didn't want to have a gout flare up, and she had left her medicine at home, so she had to turn around and go get her medicine, which was gonna make her late. She knew it was gonna make her late. And so when she got there, they said, you know, we gonna take the points from you. And she said that she knew that, you know, everybody was like good. And so that's why she's like, they taking these points. I'm not gonna do it. The girls is at me. I'm going home. So yeah. And now that here we are with that.
I just feel bad for, well, I don't really feel bad for her, but I just know Dallas is wretched. Those kids in Dallas are ruthless.
But don't just say Dallas. Amani have kids everywhere.
Well, she got a lot of kids in Dallas and Mississippi.
So y'all all think Lexuses, they probably they not Lexuses. Those are Armani's children.
And Jackson and stuff.
Yes.
I wonder why y'all didn't get together and pay me. That
Armani has some very ruthless kids. And Akasha, I mean, the words that you said, you supposed to get smacked. You call somebody bad built murder. She should smack the hell out of you when she see you.
No, I don't want them to fight.
Well,
I didn't say fight. I didn't say that.
This is what Amani had to say.
So with the incident that she's speaking of, that she has no knowledge of, that I was never charged for, was something that happened in 2013 that she still feel obligated to talk about. For what? I don't know. But they escorted you off the stage. I didn't judge you last night. I didn't judge myself. What you gave them on preliminary night, they didn't like it.
They like it.
Akasha has definitely made this about her. And I know this may not be professional and all of that, but I'm definitely mama going to give you exactly what you're looking for. Since you asked for me, you're going to get definitely me. Every time you see me, you're going to get me. And I know people be saying, oh, girl, you don't have to do that. And like my kids, they saying, oh, Mom, don't do it. We got you. I understand. But personally, you attacked me for no reason. Like I sat there and judged what you brought. Like I picked out what you brought and told you to put on. Like I told you to get out there and get nicked.
Why would she say bad built murder? I'm so confused on it. Like,
Neil,
what's
let
wrong
it go.
with talking about bodies like that?
Neil.
Where is the body?
Baby, and they went in, they made all kind of memes of Akasha and everything. So if I tell you they did not play with sister, honey. Oh, they did not play with sister.
And I'm like, of course, I know Akasha probably was in her feelings, but you can't be in your feelings about the contestant because the contestant is not judging themselves. These are other people judging you. So like, why even create a beef that does not
contestant?
Like, we can have a beef, but we're not on social media, and you took it to social media, and it just no.
Had they been beefing the whole time while they was getting ready or something?
No.
It's just ridiculous. No. Like, I felt it's just so unwarranted. Now that
you got a new number on YouTube,
you're gonna have to just pay the price whenever you see those wretched Davenports because they wretched.
Man, it was so many Davenports, I started getting scared. I started going through and said, "Did I ever say something about Armani? God damn!" Shit. I started combing through my old posts. I was like, "I'd delete this shit if I did." They were coming so goddamn tough, and I felt so bad for Akasha because that's a lot of people to get attacked.
I'm telling you,
she did start it now. She did start it.
My best friend is a Davenport. That's how I know they wretched.
And I said, I hope Armani don't see this lady and beat this lady up. I ain't never seen two trans girls fight. Like, I don't even want to see it, I don't think. Like, I hope they can talk. Like, like I had wished like
Giselle. In the same dressing room.
Let me tell you something. If Giselle and Gabby can hug, they can hug too. And can we get them on the show to talk about their differences? I don't want Armani beating this lady up. For one thing, Akasha is a very light. She white. And Armani jump on that lady is gonna leave all these different type of bruises.
Akasha, that's why y'all think she a little hood and ratchet herself. She from Little Rock. She from Little Rock.
I don't know, Armani. You might have a look.
She got a mouthpiece on her.
You might have a bet on your hand, Armani. But not with all them goddamn kids.
I don't know about the fighting part, but she from Little Rock, honey.
I might say she gonna smack her.
Well, honey.
It's the principle. When people say certain things about you, it's one thing. You don't like me, I don't like you. That's fine. But when you put words out that you label me a murderer, that's just going way.
Yeah, it's going too far. It's going too
murderer.
Too far. Now I have to deal with you.
Cause you call me a murderer.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And I'm like, girl, how you gonna put that out there like that?
A bad body murder. I'm like,
you ain't gonna forget bad bodies.
No, because it's only certain. We just can't be talking about bodies like we just are teens around here.
Yeah, Armani got a nice shape though.
Well, Armani want to talk about.
You know what? You saying she had gout explain one thing to me because I'm a fan of Armani's walk. I think she got that whole nasty walk right, and I kept saying, why she not walking like that in swimsuit? Why she not whooping these bitches with these beats? You know what I'm saying? But she got gout. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought somebody
I didn't know that either.
She didn't put that walk on them like I like her to put them on.
And she do have like her flare ups and stuff like that, So, and I know that for a fact.
Armani,
and I like Akasha too, but Akasha, Akasha, you wrong, Joe.
Yeah, you wrong, and I want them to talk this out.
Well, no,
and Armani, call off your soldiers. Armani got enough motherfucker to go to Baghdad.
Mm-hmm.
Those Davenports are real ratchet.
Listen, they know their mom, who their mama is. We're gonna go to the go to the break. We'll be right back.
All right.
So my mukbang on KFC chicken is, I like KFC chicken, but I don't know, like, it's just like, I don't like that biscuit. I already eat from Church's. Bitch. What are you moving for? But I already there. You dead for you gone now, for sure. But I already there. Church's near KFC. Just saying. That's my.
For somebody to come and be like an angel, sometimes it may happen. But what are you waiting for? The word is always going forth. Why are you remaining in the same same way that you're in?
exercise every day. If I can do it, you can do it. All right, cut the camera. Cut the goddamn camera.
Ai, Gabriel, me ajuda, Gabriel. Ai. Gabriel, me ajuda aqui que eu caio.
Supposed to eat it. Damn, bro, what you doing tonight? You trying to eat this pussy? Bro, what the? I knew he didn't just say.
Eat this pussy.
Yeah, well, why? If I tell you, Mama fell in that chair, that was the new meaning of knock the wind out of you.
Listen, and it was long.
Child, fish in the poop and say, "Why you staying in the same shit?" Baby, that was so funny. And if I tell you, when I first saw that the commercial with the lady with the girl with the chicken, honey, I instantly thought of Tamika.
Baby.
I instantly thought of Tamika, honey. That bitch said, all that moving. Child, well, we might need to get a caution. Since somebody went live and she already told us she was going to get it, we can bring a caution on the show and see if she want to explain us what she did. No, I'm not going to keep it up. No, I'm just
I want them to squash this. Oh,
Where is the body?
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Okay, let her tell. That's what Fanny say. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta get them on one accord because, baby, at the end of the day,
the day gotta end. And on that note, so does our point of view. We thank you for tuning in. I like this. 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Bitch, we did not do. Okay, I'm finna go to bed.
I know you finna go to bed.
We didn't do not one general topic.
Not one.
We ran our damn mouth the whole damn time.
Yeah.
But Neil got homework to do.
I'll finish my work now. I got a man to do now.
No, you got.
Oh shit! You know what? Let me tell you something.
I gave you your assignment.
Soon in the near future, I would love to interview a veteran newcomer. So if anybody on there want to come on to our point of view, I think we should interview them. The mindset behind that. I would also like to interview a side because I didn't know that existed. It's a top, a bottom, a side. A side does not do any penetration and stuff. I would love to talk to somebody. So if anybody's like that, please hit us up. I would love to talk about that. It's so much different from a side. Have you ever heard of that?
They just
no, they don't. They don't top or bottom. They stay on the side. I don't know.
They just oral
and like frothing, like just hunching, like 5-year-olds.
Baby, please, if y'all know in the side, please let us know. And I would love to talk to them about that.
Me too. Send them our way. And I want to talk to a veteran newcomer.
Yes, and a veteran newcomer.
But you know, there are people though.
Let's get to it.
I dated one. Well, I dated one for a while.
Oh, now
he
you
wasn't a side. No. He wasn't a side. But it would be moments where he would just say, "All I want you to do is just sit on it and just rock back and forth," and he could shoot off.
Oh my God.
Well, yeah, you have those, but these people, do you say they don't do it at all?
Well, there's no penetration. I understand that.
Is it because they've been there, done that, don't want to do it no more?
They don't want to be penetrated. I think it's something like that. I was reading
up.
Penetrate somebody. They don't got hemorrhoids.
I can't. Or cauliflower when they booty.
Ooh.
That man.
Ooh, not cauliflower.
Okay, great. Well, we gonna go hunt.
But no, they get off another type of way. I want to talk. Hit us up.
Yeah, hit us up. And
I might hunch tonight.
Oh, you definitely hunch.
Oh, he definitely hunching.
And Nia, and
I might hunch.
How to successfully have a relationship with 3 different people and it works. I want you to talk about that. I want you to break that down.
Oh,
because it seems to work and you seem to be very happy. I want to talk more in detail.
I'm so happy. I mean, I'm filled with joy.
I know you are.
Filled with joy.
Yeah, if that's what they call filling it up these days, if that's what they call filling it up, Are you filled with joy?
Unspeakable joy.
Yes, because you can't speak. You can't speak.
I love everybody.
You
Oh, you know what? It was one of our avid watchers, Rodney Gardner. It was his birthday last week, so I'm gonna give Rodney a shout out. He's watching.
Happy birthday, Rodney.
Happy birthday, Rodney. Happy birthday, Calexis. Calexis' birthday was had just passed. Also, my daughter Kiana's birthday is today. So shout out to my baby Kiana.
My favorite uncle Fonzie birthday was yesterday.
Birthday. Happy
Fonzie's birthday. Another birthday. All my Aries. Happy birthday, y'all. So we're out of here, you guys. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We will be back next week, and hopefully we'll have some more tea. All right, you. Good night, everybody. Let me find out of here. Wait for y'all to go. How you get out of here? Is this how?
Ooh, honey. I gotta go. I gotta go. Yes, God, honey, they had tuned in, baby. I gotta go. 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 If I tell you the kids had came in and tuned in tonight, baby. Yes, they did, honey. I hope y'all got y'all juice, cause guess what, baby? I got mine. I can tell y'all one thing. Y'all better tune in next week, baby, for the next episode of the Boom Boom Show. I gotta go. Honey, I gotta go. Yes, God, honey, they had tuned in, baby. Baby. Ooh, honey. I gotta go. 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 I gotta go.